Duh. Jesus Christ. Alright, at least I didn't say like a bunch of shit, and then it's like, you know, didn't end up going through. I have a fan on. I'm sorry. It's hot as fuck. I was cooking before I streamed, and I'm still hot from that. The whole house is hot now because I cooked. So the fan's staying on for now. I'm sorry. I know that's annoying. Right now, what level? Where are you guys at? Just got wizard mine as soon as I turn my VV on. So adventure mode must block the change, but maintain the time progression. Well, that's good, because someone asked me that the other day, and I had no answer for him. So thankfully, I know how, what's going. How's double fisting going? That wasn't me, that was Karn. I was about to do that. I was about to run 2, because my Beelzemon died, which was a fucking bummer, because I just got him. And yeah, I was upset about that. Yeah, I did put a screen protector on here. It looks like shit. I did it horribly. I'm very upset about that. I'm not too happy about that. It is what it is. They want you, the screen protectors that I've seen, I've noticed they really want you to do a wet application, but I don't think that's very safe, because doing a wet application means that there's a possibility of your vital brace, you know, getting wet, and it's not waterproof. And alcohol is not a good thing to put on the vital brace because it makes the screen fog up and get all weird. So yeah, I don't know. And now I'm afraid to take it off because I took off the first one because I fucked up so bad. And when you take off your screen protector, it peels off the logo, which is unfortunate. So if I were to peel this off, then I'm peeling more of the logo off that I already peeled off in the first place. And the reason why I put the screen protector on in the first place was to save the logo. I'm really stuck between a rock and a hard place here. It's quite the catch-22, and I'm very upset about that. I don't blame him. Double fisting is way funnier. I would have said that. I am considering doing a dual run when I get True Shadow How and Mad Black Roar, because I want Gabumon on one, Agumon on the other, and I want to try to get Omnimon Zor and then Jawgress them, so I could be like Neo from the Digimon manga. If you haven't read the Digimon manga, get on that shit. It's really good. Neo is one of the characters. He has 2. Actually, not Neo. I'm stupid. It's not Neo. It's another character. One of the characters has like 2 Digivices and he Jawgresses them to get Omnimon. It's really sick. Oh, that's adorable. hell happened in the Melissa server? I'm sorry. I'm looking at Humulus' server, and someone accidentally added everyone, so then everyone started shitposting, and now they have locked the channel down. Oh my god. Holy shit, that's hilarious. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Oh my fucking god. Alright, let's check chat again. AliExpress has really cheap screen protectors for like $5 for $3 ship. If you need more, that's where I'd go. And I did a few times. They're nice and have full coverage. Yeah, this is nice. This one is nice. It has like full coverage. It goes around the sides. And at first I was like, that's dumb. I don't like that. And it actually sticks on fairly well. If I would have not messed up the application process. It's just like the bubble. The way this screen protector works is that like if you do a dry application, the bubbles are going to be literally impossible to take out. Like it's not possible, which sucks. I bought my screen protectors on Amazon JP, and it wasn't too bad actually. I got one. It was like 4 for like $5 or something like that, and then I got one that was like I think maybe like $4 by itself. But that's the one I'm using right now, and honestly, it was way better than the other ones. I gotta just try it again. We'll see. Yeah. Also, what's up, Codename Gamma? What's up, Jeff? Whitmore, King Sean, Jack TV Films, and of course, Omega Scourge. Welcome, everybody. You didn't miss anything. We're just chilling out. I was laughing because someone accidentally added everyone on Humulus' server, and everyone just started shitposting. So they they like muted the server. It was funny. They muted the channel, not the server. But yeah, this is funny. Have my screen protector just under the logo. I want the logo to keep around, but I'm really more concerned about the screen not looking like shit. You know, yeah. I mean that's fair. Me personally, like I don't care about the screen getting scratched and stuff because Displex does a good enough job of getting those scratches out. It's the logo I'm more afraid of, because if the logo goes, then that's it. Like you can't fix that. Not yet, at least. I mean, if I had like a Cricut, I would probably cut out like a small little version of it and just use that. But I don't, and that's the only way I can think of putting the Tempograph back on. Because once it's gone, and there's no one selling this piece here specifically with a logo on it. There is someone. They make, they do make, what's the word? They make shells, replaceable shells, for a lot of different, Digimon devices. And they do have shells now for the Vital Brace, but the problem with their shells, I mean, they're nice. They're beautiful. I'm thinking of getting one. But they don't have any logos on it. They don't have the DM logo. They don't have the Vital Brace logo. They don't have or the Digivice V logo. They don't have any of the logos. And the thing about the logos is once they're gone, they're gone. And that's a shame. I want to keep it because I miss the DM logo on my Vital Brace. I really do. And it's kind of a shame. Are you going to get to the R2-D2 Tamagotchi? I plan on it. I would like to. I like Star Wars, and I do like the Tamagotchi Nanos. So I do plan on getting it. I haven't pre-ordered it yet or anything like that, but I think they're supposed to be getting a wide release in America. So I'm just waiting for them to like announce it whenever it's coming out, because I would like to buy one. Yeah, that everyone was annoying as fuck. I hate it when people do that. I don't know if the guy was a troll or if he genuinely didn't know. Either way, it was hilarious. Just based on everyone's reaction alone. So yeah. I can see why it's annoying though. I don't blame anyone for getting mad. But it is hilarious. You gotta admit. Give me a bit more so you guys can see my pretty face. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'd like your help. So the other day, I was checking my nature spirits. Z, taking it apart, making sure things are okay, but I accidentally ripped the wires off the speaker. I've gotten into soldering. I got a soldering pin to attach the thing, but I don't know what the yellow gluey thing is that holds the wire. So, I am trying to remember if I recorded it, or if I did that on a live stream. But I did. Maybe I didn't even record it at all. So when I had the Pendulum 20th, I ripped out the speaker wires as well, by accident, and I did fix it myself. So, that yellow stuff is like a glue or an epoxy, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to... I can try to repaint the logo for you. It's pretty complicated. I mean, I think this one on the Digivice is... I think that one is probably something you could do. But the DM logo one, I don't know. That one's kind of complicated because it's got like the D and the M, and it's got like a lifeline through the D. Yeah, it is worth a shot. But yeah, so for King Sean, that yellow stuff is like an epoxy or a glue that they use to like hold everything down. You're gonna want to remove that so that it doesn't get in the way of your soldering, because you don't want to melt that either, because it's gonna smell like shit and probably give you some kind of lung cancer, and it's also just not something you want to do. So you're gonna remove all of that gunk, and after you remove all that gunk and stuff, you want to be able to see the contacts with the solder on it, and also be able to solder the wires back on. I did it without needing any extra solder. Extra solder won't hurt. Don't go overboard though. But if you can do it without extra solder, then that's fine. Definitely you're going to want to strip the wire so that there's a little bit showing, and then just solder it on. Just solder it back on, and then you should be in the clear after that. I did it, like I said, I did it before. It's possible, as long as you're very careful and you get all of that like epoxy or glue off. It is a little nerve-wracking, but it is possible. If you can get as far as taking the thing apart without breaking anything, other than the speaker, I don't blame you for that. But as far as the fact that you're able to open it up, I think means you're probably ready enough to solder the speaker back on. But if you're not, you know, if you're scared, and you want to wait, that's an option too. You know, feel free to like test out soldering on something else before you move on to the actual pendulum. But I do think it's possible, and I have done it before. My tips, again, just to make it quick, take all that glue off wherever you're soldering, because usually there's some glue on top of the solder point. Take all that glue off, make sure the solder point's clean, strip the wire so that there's, you know, the bare wire showing, at least a little bit, and then put solder it on, and then you should be good. I've gotten to soldering. Oh yeah. Do you know how to tell when an evolution has failed? Depending on what device you're on, if you're on the, really every device is the same. Digimon 20th, if they haven't evolved, and on the DMX, yeah, the Digimon X and every device, or really the Pendulum 20th and every device that came out after it, you're supposed to be getting an evolution every day, just about. So by the end of the day, if you were supposed to get an evolution, it didn't happen, and the next day, the Digimon is like losing their hearts really fast, that means your evolution failed. Because when you evolution fail, their hearts drop fast because they start dying, because Digimon have a lifespan. So that's the best way to tell. If you want to, you can also like do the math, like see how old the Digimon is, and calculate how long they've been up, and then figure out like how long it's been and how long it should take. You know, like I said, it's hard to give you a definite answer because you didn't give me the specific device. But like on something like the Digimon 20th, on about the 4th day, I want to say, like the 4th day, if you're still at champion, that's not a good sign. And on the Digimon X, you should be getting an evolution just about every day, I believe. So if you haven't gotten your evolution by the end of the day, that means it probably failed. My Pen 20th is still no sound because I goofed doing all eggs thing. That's exactly what happened to me. I ended up fixing it, but that's what happened to me. I ripped it out when I was opening it up and closing it and opening it and closing it and opening and closing it. I broke a screw post, and then I ripped out the speakers by accident trying to get the screw out of the post. It was annoying. If it runs out and the requirements aren't met, yeah. Sorry, should have been specific. DM 20th and DMX. I feel like I've waited 40 plus hours, but not too sure. Do I have time to wait? On the 20th, you have time to wait. As long as you made those requirements, you should evolve, because the 20th doesn't count sleep time towards evolution time. So it's only when they're up that timer is kind of going down. So you should be in the clear on the DM 20th. If not, I mean, if you're not too sure, like, do some extra battles. Make sure you have the right amount of effort hearts. Make sure that your win ratio is high, depending on what evolution you're trying to get for. The DMX, though, I don't know. They might have Evo failed, because you definitely should have something, like I said, after A. How do I get the glue? I literally just, like, slowly, like, peeled it off with, like, my finger, with, like, I mean, I wouldn't recommend this, but, with, like, a piece of the, yeah, I just peeled it off, like, slowly. Just peeled it off. I think alcohol might be able to break it down. I think I did put a little bit of alcohol in there to kind of break the glue down a little bit, but I really just rubbed it off. Just slowly kind of peeled it off, made sure that I wasn't breaking anything or scraping the board, or, like, messing anything else up. That's the best. That's the best way I think you should do it. I'm an artist, babe. You are. I'm not saying I don't trust your artistic ability. We should try it, for sure. shot. Yo, what's up, Eric? Hello again, my dude. I should be getting my first Mega tomorrow on the Dynasty of Evil Dim card. And it's a Digimon I've never seen before. Awesome! Who is it? Do you remember the name? Oh, well, you probably don't because it's just a silhouette. Let me know who you get. I recently got Mega, and then it was, if you checked the posts, I got, what's his name? I got, Beelzemon from the Cross Wars anime, and he's fucking dead now. He died in the app. Fun fact, your Digimon can die in the app. I knew it could happen, but I've never seen it happen before. It's pretty much, pretty shitty. Also, Jeff, she is actually an artist. Like, she used to do art before she was a nurse. I don't know why I was answering questions in this Q&A stream. I mean, it helps. I do appreciate the hope. Soldering is a useful skill. If you don't know how to solder, find some dead board or something wire and practice attaching the wire to random pads till you are confident in what you're doing. That is a great tip, honestly. I just went in, like, fucking straight up and just soldered it to the board. I don't know why I was so reckless, because I could have totally, like, completely destroyed the Pen 20th. And that's money. That's a lot of money. The Pen 20th, even at that point when I did that, was like fucking like $100, $200. But I figured like it was already broken and it was my least favorite one, and I did have the second one, so it was like it was worth a shot. Which is why I'm kind of surprised I didn't record it in any way. I fucking swear I did. Maybe I like live streamed or something. I don't know. Maybe it was during that weird time where I was live streaming on Twitch because I was scared. But yeah. Trying to evolve Metal Greymon on the DM 20th. It's been about 3 days and it's at age 8. It is probably going to die. I would wait till it's age 9. By the time it hits age 9, it should definitely be... Metal Greymon should go to Mega by the 4... I think it takes about 4 days, give or take, to get to Mega on the DM 20th. So as long as he... as long as you are definitely getting enough battles and you have enough effort and all that stuff, you should evolve. I think it takes like 4 days to get to Mega on the DM 20th. It's a lot slower than the DMX. So you might still be good. I wouldn't give up hope yet. After I peel off or rub some alcohol, will it be safe to solder? Yeah, I mean, as long as the pads and the wire doesn't have any of that glue on it, you should be good. You have to make sure that that glue is not there, though, because that glue will get in the way of your solder and probably mess up your soldering pen, too. So definitely... yeah, definitely. You just want to clean it up and make sure that the solder points are like clean and don't have any of that glue on them, and then you should be good to go. That's what I did. Wait, how did it die? I was in the I was doing the raid, and he was like sad, and I didn't know this, but like if they're in a sad mood, they like are really susceptible to getting injured, and so like every battle he was getting injured because I kept losing. And the loss was giving him an injury, and so he just died after like one more injury. And then what happens on the app? It's kind of cool. They'll die. It'll hatch a new egg for you, and then the baby one will be in your app, which is pretty cool. And then you can transfer it over to your Vital Brace and re-raise it. Yeah, kind of sucks because you know, I liked that version of him. And I wanted to keep him. Now I gotta raise another Spooky Boy. Because that was my Spooky Boy for Spooky Time. And now we don't have a Spooky Boy for Spooky Time. I'm currently raising a Digimon on the new Metal Empire. Actually, speaking of that, I gotta do some battles or do that. I'm currently raising a Metal Mamemon. I wanna get something Sorry. What was I saying? But yeah, he died in the app. If you're losing battles in the arena mode, or more likely the raid mode, if you're raiding pretty hard, your Digimon can die. And what happened was, if they're in a shitty mood, like if they're sad, they're pretty much guaranteed to get injured if they lose a battle. And that's what was happening. I was trying to grind battles in the raid, and he was losing, and then he kept getting injured. And then the last injury, he died. And yeah. I'm currently raising a Digimon on the new Metal Empire Dim, because I haven't started that one yet. So after I get something on here, some kind of Mega, I want to get the Leomon, the new Leomon from Rear Eyes. I want to get that. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind getting Z Greymon. I'm just kind of like half and half. I got lazy on purpose and got Raremon, because you know me, I'm the Trash Lord. I love Beast of Trashy Boys, and I was happy that Raremon was on this device, or on this dim. So I got that one, because I had to. And now I got Mamimon, because that was like the max care from Raremon, or at least somewhat max care. And then now I'm just trying to get some trophies. Trying to do the special missions to get the trophies. And after the stream, I'm going to go do the workouts so I can get the hard trophies. And then hopefully by tomorrow we'll have some kind of ultimate. I don't know who, but one of them. And yeah, then I guess I'm gonna go back to doing the Dynasty of Evil Dim and hopefully be able to. I mean, I should have time, because now I have this down to a science. With the Digivice V, I pretty much have it down to a science. I know how to pretty much guarantee myself an evolution every day. I just have to kind of be on top of it, which is fine. And yeah, so I'm going to try to go for Noble Pumpkinmon this time around when I run the Dynasty of Evil Dim again. But I'm still bummed he died. He's like so cool. BlackBerry making a comeback again? Are they? The BlackBerry's making like the third or fourth comeback. Is it still running Android? I think their last phone wasn't that long ago. It was maybe like 4 years ago, or maybe even less time than that. I remember because it was like a touchscreen, but then you slid it up and it had like the full keyboard, like the OG Blackberries, which is pretty cool. Luckily, if a pad is burnt, it's still possible to fix, since you can sand down and someone skilled enough can attach to the trick, but it's tricky. Oh, cool. Dynasty of Evil Dim. I'm trying either for Buselmon or Piedmon to have a virus type for the raid battle. Don't know if I'll make it though. If you get it by tomorrow, you should have time to make it, for sure. That is if you're on the Digivice V. If you're running the Vital Brace, then yeah, you might have some time to go. Oh, you're welcome, King Sean. Hopefully, good luck with doing it. Hopefully, it does work out for you. But like I said, I've done it before. I was able to get it to work. So I do wish you the best. I do hope you get it right. I cheese raid battles. If I can't get it in one turn, I just minimize the app for a bit till other people kill it. I didn't know you could do that. I guess you stay in the battle, you minimize it, you open it back up, and I guess you defeat him. That's interesting. Man, that is very lame that you lost your Buselmon. He looked very cool. He had a funny name being called Anime Mode. I know, that was very funny. I don't know why they didn't just call him like Cross Mode or Cross Wars Mode. They just called him 2010 Anime Mode. I'm assuming maybe like because Cross Wars has two different names. Like in the West, it's called Fusion. So I guess they just wanted to make it so that they didn't have to like change it. Just call it 2010 Anime Mode. Sure. That works. Thankfully, I've never seen my Digimon get sad or injured. Just gotta keep an eye out for it, I guess. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you do the raids, just be careful if they're dying a lot, Oh, the stock. I don't know if I ever bought any BlackBerry stock. I'm entering for the Halloween Hatch tournament. I got Piedmon. Gonna drag us into Bolt. It's so weird to say his name. I just say Boltmon. Boltmon when the tourney's over. That's cool. Apparently, the Digimon in the VB are hard-coded to die if they get 4 injuries on the same day. Oh my god. I mean, he got injured way more than 4 times. So, I'm gonna keep that in mind, though. Because that's probably how my Cyberdramon died. Quite a ways away. Wall Street Bets is shorting Tesla? That's weird. Maybe they're mad because Elon Musk keeps like making Doge go up and down. Who knows? There is only one day I didn't get an Evo during the Gamma on Dim. I read the battles wrong and was 3 battles off an Evo. That's exactly what happened to me. I kept... The one thing about the app that I don't like is it tells you how many trophies you have in total. And by in total, that means, like, from when it was, like, rookie, where it can start getting trophies, until, like, whatever it's at the current point. And that messed me up. I read it that I had, like, 9 trophies, so I was like, oh, we're good. And went to sleep, and I didn't have 9 trophies. I had way less. Because on the brace, as far as the brace is concerned, every time you evolve, you have 0 trophies. So it was kind of annoying that it did that. And I kept misreading that, but hey, it is what it is. You excited for the talk? Oh, sorry. Damn, Bitcoin's over 60? Shit. You excited for the Tamer Dims now that they are not premium exclusive and the rosters are tweaked? I mean, whether or not they were premium, I was gonna buy them anyway. But I am excited that they're not, because then more people can buy them now. Because Tamers is like way too popular. They were kind of shooting themselves in the foot with making it a premium Bandai exclusive. That was very dumb of them. Jordan Lightner, what's up? Also, Episodic Horizon, what's up? But yeah, so I am excited. I wish they were still a 3-pack, though. The fact that they're sold separately, I think is annoying. I do wish they were like a 3-pack like they were originally supposed to be. But I am excited that it's just a wide release. It's going to be easier to get. The new rosters are pretty interesting. I'm happy that we're getting Crimson mode. That was a really cool tweak. I don't remember what tweaks were given to Terriamon. And I know that Ranamon does. It's not just all different versions of Kuyamon and whatever, which is cool. It's pretty cool. I'm more excited for Crimson mode than anything. Oh, also no, I am not. I'm also excited for the fact that we're getting Dukemon X or Gallantmon X, which is a good sign. That means, that's the second X evolution Digimon that we've gotten so far on the Vital Brace. The first one was Gaiomon on the the Mad Black Roar Dim has Gaiomon on it, which is pretty sick. So we're 2 for 2 now on as far as X Digimon. So hopefully we're gonna get more X evolution Digimon. I don't know if we are, but I hope so. Yeah. Sorry. Just like I said, I am excited for that. I do hope we get something along the lines of an X evolution set or dim card. But we are slowly starting to get them, so that's really cool. of 7, so I thought I battled 10 times, but it was only 7 times total. Ah, yeah. Or Elon is doing something with China. Oh, okay. So yeah, probably they're pissed off because China made crypto illegal recently. Put my Gamamon this morning in my versus dim and didn't write properly, so I couldn't get him back. Luckily, after 15 minutes, they come back regardless, but that 15 minutes is a roller coaster. Holy shit, that's terrifying. Hold on. So, you don't have to put the versus dim back in, like they'll just reappear on your Vital Brace after 15 minutes? That's pretty interesting. Something I'm not clear on, is there a way for you to see your current trophies within the watch itself, or do you need to connect the app for that? No, you can check. If you go to Digimon and you keep going, it'll show you how many trophies you have currently with that evolution. Connecting to the app is going to give you an accurate count of trophies, because it counts your total trophies throughout the Digimon's entire lifespan, which the Vital Brace itself does not account for that. It only accounts for whatever you accrue during that set evolution. So if you had Gamamon and you evolved from Gamamon to one of his like 50 champion modes, right? In the app, it might say that you have 8 trophies, but if you check on the Vital Brace, it'll say you have 0. Because with the Gamamon, you might have gotten 8 trophies, but now that you evolved, those 8 trophies are not counted on the Vital Brace itself. However, it tallies them all on the actual app for some stupid-ass reason. Crimson mode in the X version, what got me hyped? Same. Honestly, same. I thought that was that was honestly like genius of them. Because that was something that I wanted to see on the actual GP dim, and I was pretty surprised that they didn't do it. They ended up going for Galamon, Chaos, and then Medieval. So I was kind of surprised about that. But I am happy that they ended up adding Crimson mode and Dukemon X or Galamon X, because those are two pretty famous forms of him. You know, now Dukemon X, or sorry, Medieval Dukemon and Chaos Dukemon are exclusive to the GP dim, which I think was the idea. Like, they wanted it to be beneficial still for people like us, or people like me, who bought the GP dim. They still want those people to not feel shafted. At the same time, you know, if you like Medieval Dukemon, you're not going to get him on the new GP dim, or the new EX dims, but, I mean, it is what it is, you know. Finally join your Discord. I'll let you know what mega I get tomorrow. On there. Are you cool with a DM on there? On Discord? Yeah, no, I don't mind DMs at all. I encourage DMs on Discord other than over any other app, because Twitter and Instagram don't notify you when you have a message request. So someone will send me something and I won't see it for like a month because I just don't know that it's in the request, which is messed up. And I've tried to change it and I just can't figure out how to change it. So Discord's the best place to go, because whenever I get DM'd, like I get the notification. I don't have to like check it. It doesn't get like stored away. When I get the Renamon dim, I don't know if I'll go for Sakuyamon X or Kazuhamon Miko mode first. Wait, is Sakuyamon X on that dim? I don't remember that. Let me consult the Humulos. Oh, that is Random on X. I did not even see that. I'm so sorry. How did I not fucking see that? What the fuck? That's cool. That is really cool. I am still upset though that like she still has the recolors of Kyubimon and Taomon. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, that is totally Tsukuyamon X. That's fucking sick. Okay, so we got 2 X evolutions on here now. That's very interesting. Yeah, I don't think they changed Terriermon's dim that much compared to like the original announced dim. But that is cool. I did not notice that it was Tsukuyamon X. How did I not notice that? What the fuck? Is Bandai gonna stop making V-Pets in lieu of the Vital Bracelets? If you... I mean, it depends on how you look at it. Is Bandai going to make, like, traditional black and white V-Pets like the Pendulum 20th, the DMX, and the Pen Z? No, I don't think so, personally. Because the Vital Brace is just doing so well for them. That's just my own theory, personally. I don't think they'll ever go back. I do believe, though, that we will move on from the Vital Brace eventually. But when we move on from the Vital Brace, I don't think we're going to get something like the classic V-Pets. It's just going to be something different again, if I had to guess. But I don't see us getting anything like the Digimon 20th, the Pendulum 20th, the DMX, anything like that. Because they've done something so different now, finally, with the Vital Brace. I think they would probably try to keep that momentum up. They know that we are tired of the black and white screens. They know we want colored screens. They know we want an app that, you know, it can connect to and stuff like that. So whatever the next V-Pet does, I think it'll still have those features that they know the fans want. But I mean, it probably won't be a wearable or, you know, fitness oriented. But I think it'll still have some of the stuff that the Vital Brace started. After 15 minutes, they come back if you never put the version dim back in. Thank God. I thought they were just lost in the dim. That is good to hear. What happens if they come back and then, like, he's on the dim card? Like, if you insert the dim card, will he fight himself? Is that how you can do it? That's kind of interesting. We are at a strange point in the market where Wave 1 of DMX is still not in stores and everyone wants to know if Bandai will skip the Pen 20th or go Vital. They need to speed up the releases. I'm pretty sure they want to. If I get the chance to ask them, I will. Like, that's a question I know it's on a lot of people's minds, but if I flat out ask Bandai, hey, is this happening? Like, they can't tell me that. You know what I mean? But I think a nice sneaky way to ask that question would be like, are you currently thinking of speeding up releases to catch up with Japan? Because that is something. I mean, they told me, and if you watch the interview, I think they say it in that one, but they say that, like, whenever they release something, they are, like, 15 to 13 months ahead of schedule. Like, as far as the planning stage and whatever else. And the manufacturing and everything, that's like, when they tell us, like, hey, the Digital Monsters X is out, like, by the time we got the DMX, they were working on that probably around the time Wave 2 of the 20th came out. So, now that the DMX is out, they were already working on the release of the DMX2. And by the time the DMX2 comes out, they'll already be ready to release the 3. But that is a process. That's the thing about it. Like, they have to do market research. They have to design packaging. They have to figure out what colors they want to make them. They have to figure out how many waves they want to do. Then they have to actually manufacture them. The manufacturer has to send them back copies. They have to check it over. You know, stuff like that. I think that's why these things are taking longer than we want them to. But it's just because, like, that is just the way that they do things. Like, that is just, like, I think if they wanted to, they probably would want to speed up the release. But the only way to make it as quickly as possible would be to literally just like import the Japanese version, slap a new sticker on it, and upload like an instruction manual online in English, which is what they did with the Demon Slayer Tamagotchi and the Evangelion Tamagotchi. So that is the thing. If you want a fully translated device that works, sadly it takes about a year turnaround. That's just how it is, because that just seems to be what the case is. Not only do they want to make sure that they don't over saturate the market, but they also want to make sure that the devices are going to be up to standard. But I think that's the reason why they take a bit longer. So, yeah. I literally just wasn't going far enough in the menu to see trophies. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't blame you. It's a lot of menus. So, like, you think, like, you're at the end and you're like, okay, you back out. But no, yeah, there's, like, fucking, like, 6 or 7 sub-menus in that one menu. It's, like, way toward the end, too. When are you getting your Metabots X Digimon Dim? I didn't buy it. No, I'm just kidding. Soon. From Japan has that. Let me actually check, like, while we're talking. We'll check my From Japan account right now. But I know for sure that, True Shadow Howl and Mad Black Roar I got from Japan. And I also got, the Metabots Watch and the Dim card. So those are all together. So yeah, they're both ready to go. I just have to ship them over. I'm waiting because I'm trying to save up money. There's a lot of stuff that's like coming down the pipe as far as things I need to buy for the channel, but also I need to send out all of the gacha dim that the winners won. I have to ship those out, and that's gonna cost me probably, because it's 5 dim. A few of them are in America, but some of them aren't, and that's gonna cost me. So it's gonna cost me like maybe like almost like $60-$70 to ship out, I think, because I'm not gonna use USPS because they fucked me over last time I did a giveaway. I'm gonna use like FedEx or something, and it's gonna be a bit more expensive to ship all those out. So that's why I'm waiting currently. But True Shadow Howl, Mad Black Roar, and the Metabots Watch, they're all coming soon. I have them all together. They're gonna ship together. I'll show them off sooner than later. Trust me. You're just gonna have to wait a bit, but I do have them, and they're coming soon. I just haven't shipped them out. If that makes any sense. Oh, Rapidmon Gold wasn't originally on the roster for Terriermon? Shit, that sucks. I'm happy he's there now. I could have swore he was on the roster for the last time. Maybe I'm wrong. I ended up getting a dim card writer reader that's some punching bag versus dim. Images floating around the great. Since max level 1 gives 1,000 vital points if you win. Cool. Once the vital brace isn't like being currently what's the word? Once it's not like being actively like supported by Bandai, I am gonna buy a bunch of that weird shit and hack the shit out of this vital brace. Make my own custom dims, all that good shit. But they're still supporting it, so I will not support any of that stuff at the moment. That is my own personal, stance on it. I don't think it's good for anyone to be doing that right now, personally. So that's why I'm waiting. Yeah, the Metabots dim is pretty badass. From what I've been hearing, though, apparently they don't allow you to enter the tournament mode with the Metabots Digimon, or the Metabots. So that kind of sucks, but at least you can still store them in the app. Yeah. Medieval Dukemon is one from the Witchery Digimon, right? Yes, it's not a Digimon device. It's just a V-Pet. It's called Magical Witches. Wizardmon, Witchmon, and Medieval Dukemon are all from that V-Pet. Medieval Dukemon himself does not make an appearance on that V-Pet. He's just said to be from that same world. Witchmon and Wizardmon, however, do make an appearance on that V-Pet. There are two sprites that look very similar to Wizardmon and Witchmon, and it's commonly believed that's what they are, which is cool. Sweet, I get to catch a stream. Also, Mr. Matt, what's up, man? Get to catch a stream. Just want to say, love the content. Do you think they'll ever do an English Pendulum? And if they do an English Pendulum, what would you like to see? So, first off, Mr. Matt55, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm glad you were able to make the stream. Do I think they're going to do it? I hope so. I really don't know. It's half and half. It's either they're going to do the Vital Brace or they're going to do an English Pendulum. I think the want for it, both of them are like almost equal. So I really don't know. We will find out once the Digimon X3 comes out what they're going to be doing after that. But yeah, if we were going to get an English Pendulum, what would I like to see? Obviously, the black and gray, the blue and gray. I would love to see those two colors. I would love to see clear colors like the old 0.5 pendulums. That would be really sick. I would love to see those two. I would love to see a glow-in-the-dark one. Of course, we did it with the Digimon 20th. I would love to see a glow-in-the-dark Pendulum 20th. That would be amazing. I doubt they would do the Dukemon and Beelzebumon colors, but they would do a season of a Wave 2. So for Wave 2, I would like to see maybe something that looks like gold and blue, like something that looks like Old Force Beedramon, or even a color that kind of looks like the Pendulum Zeros, because those had a really nice color schemes, like the white and the gold, or like the gray on gray. Those are really nice colors. So that's what I would like to see personally. I would also probably like to see like something that looks like the old what is it called? Nightmare Soldiers, like that color where it's like the blue and the red. Oh, that would be really nice. But yeah, those are some that I would like to see. Since I have the dim reader, oh, hold on. Since I have the dim reader and writer, I copied the dim image with my Digimon on it, put it back, switched the Digimon, and then wrote the dim image with it, and it was like time over. Ooh, scary. Do you think Bandai... Marcel, what's up? Do you think Bandai will release the rest of the DMX or the Pendulum in English? They're definitely going to release the rest of the DMX line. 100%. They practically admitted to it when I interviewed them. Like Cisco said, like I said, I was like, you know, the X2 and the X3, and he was like, yeah, like very quickly. So they're definitely doing the X2 and the X3. They'd be ridiculous not to. It would make no sense just to release the version 1 and not the rest of them. Especially considering that the version 2 and especially the version 3 sold amazingly in Japan. And were very, you know, famous over here in the West too because of the rosters. There was already a leak for the DMX2. It was a couple months ago, I believe. They confirmed that it is coming out in English. And these leakers are the same guys that have leaked the English DM20th and the English DMX1. So they are a reputable source. And they leaked it. As far as like what the colors are going to be, they usually get the colors wrong. Like the second set of colors, they usually get that wrong. But they never get wrong the fact that we are definitely getting them in English. So, yeah. And just reset the dim to a normal state. Interesting. Maybe just give everything and one pendulum device. Pendulum 20th complete. That would be awesome. Honestly, if they were to do a Pendulum 20th that not only was in English, but had the version 1 through 6 eggs on one device, that would be amazing. I would definitely want that, for sure. And then they can still do a Wave 1 and a Wave 2. Wave 1 can have the special eggs that were on the Wave 1 pendulums, and then Wave 2 can have the special eggs that were on the Wave 2, but just keep them all with version 1 through 0, please. I would love that. Especially considering if we do get it in America, the board is going to be different, which means that it's going to be a different method to hack it, or there might not be a method to hack it at all. So if they do split up, you know, version 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 0 on 2 devices, you'll still have to buy those 2 devices. Although it will be cheaper, at least. It won't be $60 a pop, it'll be $20 a pop. But, you know, that is still kind of annoying. Was supposed to get my VB today. Package was delivered, but is nowhere to be seen. Sad times. Oh my god, I really hope that... I really hope it's just hiding in a bush somewhere. I hope no one took it or anything like that. That does suck. Definitely contact whoever shipped it and see if they can get you a replacement. Just in case. So did you get 2 copies of the Metabots dim card since you bought one separate and one that comes with the watch itself? I did not buy one separate. I just bought the watch. I could have gotten 2, but I already had the watch, and I didn't really need a second one. I only bought the because like originally when the watch was announced, it was announced that it was gonna come with the dim card with it, and then they announced later on that they were shipping the dim card by itself, so you didn't have to buy the watch. But I had already bought the watch because I love Metabots. I always wanted the watch toy growing up. I don't think it ever came out in America. And I like the fact that it was like a crossover of 2 things that I think are really cool. What's your favorite VPET you have collected thus far? I really like the DMX. Or sorry, well, I do like the DMX. But like as far as like one that's in my collection that I consider a holy grail is definitely the Pendulum X. Do I still have it back here? I do. I do still have it back here. Hold on. There we go. This thing is so cool. I love this. I've always loved the X Evolutions. I've always loved the look of this, how thin it is. I'm still shocked by how thin this device is, considering how much it has in it. This is just like, honestly, this was like a holy grail for me. This is something I've always wanted when I was growing up. Never thought it was possible because they usually go for like 300 or something stupid. They are starting to go for less though. Estrus the Crimson on my Discord, he has been finding them for pretty cheap. But yeah, this is just such a cool device. It really is, and it's definitely one of my favorites. Just because of how cool it is. It has a big screen. The X Evolutions are on here. Doruman made his first appearance on here, and I love Doruman. And yeah, it's a really nice device. I like the Zai and the fact that it's like a nice mix. Like, this is the first VPET, in my opinion, that really tried to combine the play of a VPET and a Digivice. Because this has a quest mode, and it really feels like you're on a quest and you're going through like this board. It's really fun. It's a really fun device. That's definitely my holy grail, my like favorite that I have collected thus far. Because when I got it, I was in shock because I never thought I would get one, especially for the price that I got it at. He's just so cool. It's just such a cool device. Hey, bro, I got a Rust Tyranno one recently, but he died. Damn. First of all, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Second of all, I'm very sorry for your loss. Rust Tyranno is literally one of my favorite Digimon of all time, and that's such a goddamn shame. It's funny. I am, you know, there's a lot of people in the chat right now. So let me just say you guys something real quick. I am starting a new series of videos. I'm very excited to do this. I want to do this for a while now. It's called Did You Know? And what it's going to be is it's going to be pretty much me just like talking about like Digimon facts, just like quick Digimon facts. Some of them are pretty well known, some of them are a bit more obscure. So I filmed that, and that's coming out I think next week. So I'm very excited for that. So yeah, Rust Tyrannomon is actually one of the facts that I have in that video. There's something about Rust Tyrannomon a lot of people don't know about, and I think it's why I like him so much in his design. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. Yeah, Rust Tyrannomon is a fucking beast. I'm not in for piracy. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying I don't want to like show any of it off on the channel yet because I know people will start using it for like sneaky shit. Using it as a punching bag is fucking genius, and also as a backup for your dim is also again genius. Because I was thinking of buying. Okay, cool. I don't know what the fuck happened. Honestly, I don't. I just sat back quietly and waited for everything to kind of fall back into place. That happens sometimes, though. Sometimes when I stream, especially around this time, my internet starts getting really flaky. Sakuyamon X, super cool. I love her design. I mean, Sakuyamon is a really sexy design by itself. They really, like, made it even sexier with the X design. It's really cool. I like it a lot. Anyone got their hands on those Little Witch devices? I never see them for sale. No one that owns a YouTube channel or at least a decent camera, because I don't think there's like any videos like of on-hand footage of a Magical Witch device. The Magical Witch's devices are easily some of the most rare and expensive Bandai V-Pets like ever. I don't remember the reason why. I think they just didn't make a lot and it didn't do well. But it is fucking insane how much those things cost. If you think the Pendulum X is expensive, forget about it. The Magical Witches makes the Pendulum X look like a steal. I see Magical Witches devices go up for easily $500, no matter the quality of the device itself. Like, if it could be beat to shit and it's still trying to get sold for like $500, it's crazy. Those devices are just super hard to find. Japan Yuan had a bunch of them on their site and they were selling them for like $400 to $500, which is fucking absolutely insane. Someone actually ended up buying their stock of it. And whoever owns those, you are a lucky bastard and you need to upload videos about those things because people need to know how those things actually work. From what I understand, every device had a different like theme. They're all like elemental themes. So like there was a fire one, a water one, a nature one, and I think like an electric one. There might be two more, but I don't remember. And also, those devices are very jawgress heavy. They're very much like the Pendulum devices, except they rely more on connecting to another device and like fusing, as opposed to the Pendulum. So even if you were to buy just one, it would be still a pain in the ass because you could barely get the most out of the device because apparently, from what I've heard, they rely on connecting with other devices. So yeah, I don't know why they're so rare, but that's just how it is. That's something I would love to be able to get my hands on because I would love to make a video about those and show them off. The read and writing dims, I definitely see it as if you're pirating a Digimon, since you can just get any Digimon without having to buy any dim card. Being able to back up Digimon is okay and just erase it again, but if you like the Digivice fee, for 2 is max 2 3 days. The stream did die, but we are back. Missed the Metabots X Digimon Dim card pre-sale, so now I have to buy from resale. Yeah, that was back in like April, is when they were selling them. It was April 1st. I remember because I, at the time, bought the EX Tamers Dim set, and then I bought the watch. And then later on in the day, they announced that the watch was not the only way to get the dim card. You could buy the dim card separately. But I just bought the watch. I thought the watch was sick. Hopefully I can find it at a decent price now that it's out. Hopefully more people will start selling it for cheaper. Probably not. The thing about that Metabots Dim card is that it was a Premium Bandai exclusive, and Premium Bandai is made to order, so there are a limited amount of them out there, and that ends up jacking the price up, sadly. Do you think that Bandai should do a Master Digimon V-Pet with a color screen, 10 backup slots, an app to store Digimon via Bluetooth connectivity? I mean, yeah, absolutely. Will they do it though? No. I think, yeah, I mean, I would love to see that. I really would, but, you know. It's really impossible to figure out what Bandai of Japan is thinking of doing, or even doing in general. I think the success of the Vital Brace is almost surprising them themselves, because they are like rapid fire releasing dim cards like left and right, trying to see how many different ways they can sell us dim cards. So I don't see them like, I mean, we're definitely gonna get at least another year and a half of support, because we have the anime currently airing, and the anime uses a Vital Brace as the Digivice. We also have the manga, and the manga is also using a Vital Brace as the Digivices too. So they're definitely going to be supporting that for a while. I mean, our best bet is like getting another, like a more upgraded Vital Brace, like a Vital Brace Pro or something, where it has more backup slots and other stuff like that, but I don't know. I would love to see them put the effort that they put into this and like some of the Tamagotchi releases into another new Digimon release in the future, for sure. I absolutely love some of the ideas that they put forward with Tamagotchi, and I'm happy that it's finally starting to bleed over into the Digimon. But, you know, I would like to see like a traditional V-Pet, but with all the features this one has, like a color screen and app connectivity and stuff like that. An expandable roster, I think, is something they're always going to keep, personally, because their newest Tamagotchi has that same idea where it's using like smart cards. It's pretty much the same as dim cards. If Digimon can die in the app and get reborn, it would be cool if they actually did something like, I don't know, prestiging God or something, where it just shows your work into that mon. That would be fucking sick. And that is one thing that the Vital Brace doesn't have at all, which I wish it did have. Traded eggs are a thing in like other devices where, like, if you raise a Digimon well enough, when they die, they'll leave an egg behind, and that egg will have like better stats. It's pretty much like you said, like prestiging. I wish that was a thing on the Vital Brace. I don't think it is, though. Not even in like the hidden code, because I think someone recently like really dug into the Vital Brace and the dim cards and like fucking extracted everything possible, like even the little hidden stats. And in those hidden stats, I don't think there was anything about a, you know, like a traded egg situation, which is kind of a shame when you think about it, because that is a definite missed opportunity. Because that would be a reason to keep you playing, because then what you can do is raise the same Digimon over and over again, but since they're dying and making a traded egg, they're actually becoming slowly like more and more stronger. Also, Gaming Nerd 1993 and Michael Schumpert, welcome to the stream. My Vital Bracelet V should be coming in Monday. Sorry. Excuse me. That's awesome. Hopefully it gets to you in one piece. I hope it's not all busted up like mine was. It's so cool seeing everyone, like... It's honestly, like, really cool seeing everyone, like, get into Digimon again. With the new season and the card game and the Digivice V. Just even before the Digivice V, the Vital Brace, like... Bandai just really fucking knocked it out of the park with what they're doing with Digimon right now. Like, everything just came at the right time. Like, the card game came at the perfect time. Even though it was delayed, it still is doing really well. The Vital Brace was just like a perfect kind of new way to breathe life into the series. And the new anime is so promising right now. Not even funny. I doubt they're gonna do traded egg things, since that could mess up online if someone just hacked the values to get more and more stats. At least they know what the strongest mons are all the time. Yeah, true. I mean, the problem is right now, there are already people hacking the app, where they're like doing something. Because like the top people that are consistently in the top 10, there's just no way. Like, someone recently was talking about it in Humulus' server. Like, somebody like accrued like something ridiculous, like 10,000 points like the first day. Like, that's almost impossible unless you're literally like with your phone the whole time playing. Like, it's there's no way. And it's messed up because, you know, Bandai's not going to do anything about it. And that is always the worst thing about when you have like an app or something like that, is that people are just going to ruin it for everyone else because they just want to cheat, and I hate that. I wish there was more anti-cheat measures in the actual app itself, but it doesn't seem like they're doing that right now. Do you think that the VBDM Labs add the option to sell extra capsules for 10,000 instead of raid battles or do dims? I don't think you can sell your extra capsules at the moment. I don't even know if you can have a maximum amount of capsules, though. I know people who have been playing since the app came out and have been doing all the raids, because every raid gives you like a certain amount of capsules if you do well, and I don't think they've reached any type of cap yet. But should they add the option to buy more? I don't know, because I feel like you get enough as long as you have a lot of dim, but then again, if you don't have a lot of dim, then you don't get a lot. I don't know. I'm like half and half. I don't think it should be that expensive, for sure. But yeah. Watched your interview with Bandai. I noticed it seems like they don't fully know why Digimon fans went away and are now coming back. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what happened all those years ago. That would make a very interesting video. Let me write that down. In my opinion, Digimon suffered from a few things. Because, like, Digimon's success in the West and their success in Japan are, like, two different stories. Because Japan, they had the V-Pets first, and the V-Pets were super popular. Then the anime came out, and it was super popular. Then the Digivices came out, still really popular. They would have, I think, like, multiple officially sanctioned V-Pet tournaments throughout the year. And then they ended up making a card game. And the card game was super popular. And they would sanction official card game tournaments throughout the year. So it had a really strong pillar in Japan. Strong pillars, I guess you could say, in Japan. You had the anime, you had the V-Pets and the Digivices, and you had the card game. Those all held up the actual series. And even after the card game, like, wasn't being officially supported, fans kept the support going for longer, if I'm not mistaken. I believe sometime after 02, there was, like, a huge gap in releases, or they just... something like that. I think they kept the card game alive longer than the show lived at that point. Like, I think the card game stuck around until at least, like, Frontier. And even when Frontier ended, they, like, supported the card game with, like, 2 or 3 more sets, because the card game was doing really well. So they had, like I said, strong pillars. In America, the Digivices, or sorry, the V-Pets did come out in America, but the way that they marketed it was, like, way different than the actual anime markets Digimon. So I think that kind of, like, that's already one thing. Not many people that I know growing up had the Digimon V-Pets. They had Tamagotchis, but they did not have the Digimon V-Pets. Then we got the anime, and the Digivices, of course, and the Digivices were popular. But we never really got a card game. We got multiple card games, but the first card game we got was a heavily modified version of the Japanese game that didn't work the same and wasn't fun to play. Then we got a different card game later, no one played it. And they tried to get in one last time with Frontier, didn't work. And card games, especially at that time, were getting super, super popular. Pokemon was a thing, Yu-Gi-Oh was a thing. That would have been the best time for them to try that, but they didn't. They were just writing off the anime almost in America. Of course, there were toy sales and everything, but it was mostly based on the anime itself. Once the anime got to season 4, a lot of people just jumped off. People were not excited about Frontier because they didn't like the idea that the people changed to Digimon. And that, I think, is one of the biggest reasons why Digimon, a lot of fans just walked away. You talk to a lot of fans that are around my age that really, really love Digimon growing up. Seasons 1, 2, and 3, they loved them. They'll all tell you usually the same thing, that they stopped watching as soon as they turned into Digimon. Like, as soon as Frontier happened, they were just, nope, they checked out, they were done. And they never came back. And I think that is the biggest reason why a lot of people left Digimon is because Digimon dared to be different. And because Digimon dared to be different, they alienated a lot of people that were used to what is essentially the formula. Like, even though Tamers didn't really follow the same formula as Adventure and Adventure 02, it was still, like, really well done, so people, like, loved it. And at the end of the day, it was still, like, you know, there's the Tamers, there's a Digimon, they show up in the real world, they go to the digital world. With Frontier, they changed the setup so much, people were just like, no, it's too different, I don't want that. And most people just stuck with Pokemon, because Pokemon does the same shit, and it works. It does. Even though people are complaining about it, and they hate it now, it works. Doing the same shit works. It's worked for Pokemon for the last 25 years, and that's why I think it's such a big franchise, is because you're guaranteed a Pokemon game. You know how that game's going to play. You have a rough idea of how it's going to play and what's going to happen in it, but you still buy it because you like it. You like the series. The Pokemon show still garners new fans every day, and there are still some fans that watch the anime. People leave and they'll come back constantly because the anime, overall, it's still with Ash and Pikachu and their wacky adventures throughout the Pokemon world. You can guarantee if you're going to turn on Pokemon on the TV, you're going to watch it, Ash is going to be there, Pikachu's going to be there, Team Rocket's going to show up, etc. People like that. People are comfortable with that. The card game's been coming out for years now, still plays the same, and you know, it stuck to its guns. It stayed doing the same stuff. Digimon experimented a ton with the franchise, especially post Tamers. After season 3, they really were like, let's try some new stuff. Let's try Frontier. They already introduced the idea of humans and Digimon fusing in Tamers. They just kind of expanded on that with Frontier. The Royal Knights were more of a solidified entity at that point, so they brought that into it. You know, people didn't really respond to it very well, so the show or the series went dormant for a while, even in Japan. It went dormant for a while. In America, it went dormant for a real long time. Got real quiet. So there was already people that left the show. They were done with it post-Frontier. Now you have people who are coming into the series, or Bandai wants you to come back to the series with Season 5. Season 5 was Sabers. Sabers was the 10-year anniversary. And I like Sabers a lot. But by that point, people were done with Digimon. They didn't care. And they were like, where's Tai and everyone? And like, there's Agumon here again, but it's different. I don't like it. They're like older now and everything. Didn't really grab anyone in America. And then it went dormant for a real long time after that too. And then Cross Wars came out, and again, Cross Wars was different. We were back in the digital world, but the Digimon looked different. They didn't evolve anymore. They fused. And they changed a lot of the designs for a lot of fan favorite Digimon, and a lot of people were pissed off at that back in the day. Now people like and prefer both, but I remember when they showed off Greymon and Metal Greymon from Cross Wars, people were like really pissed off. People hated Cross Wars with a fiery passion when it first came out. Nowadays you see people talk about it more fondly, but when it first came out, majority of people did not like it. So that's the thing, like, Digimon has had really large gaps in between doing anything with the franchise, and not only that, in between those large gaps, they would come back and try something completely different. And I think overall it was a great thing, because I don't think Digimon's comeback would have been as strong if they didn't experiment that hard in, you know, the late 2000s and like the early 10s. Because with that experimentation, they were able to nail down exactly what fans want and exactly what people kind of wanted. Because overall, you look at what they've been doing in the last couple of years, and they have just been knocking it out of the park. They started with, nostalgia was starting to come back. It was starting to become a big thing to bank on. So, while they announced a brand new, take on the Digimon world and mythos with Appmon, which people, again, hated, they decided to give old school fans something that they would want. And so they brought out Try. And Try was a continuation of Adventure 2 with the original cast, Ty and everybody, and it was continuing the story. Overall, Try didn't do very well. But it still brought a lot of people back to the franchise who were just dormant for a long-ass time, both in America and in Japan. During that time, they started releasing the version 15th devices. So the version 15th Digivice, the original one, the version 15th D2 or D3, and the Tamers D-Arc. Those were really popular releases. They sold them at a premium, and they sold out pretty much. They sold amazingly. Then they finally kind of figured out, I guess, like what they were missing. They finally started to cater to the fans of the V-Pets, because V-Petting started to become a bigger thing again, because 90s nostalgia was starting to become more mainstream, and with that, V-Pets were a huge thing in the 90s. And pretty much everyone calls a V-Pet a Tamagotchi. Like, it's just Tamagotchi. Like, they didn't even know that it's supposed to be called a V-Pet. So they decided to bank on that with Digimon. So for the 20th anniversary of the V-Pet, they released the Digimon 20th. And the Digimon 20th sold amazingly. There are people that bought it, like me, who wanted to get back into the series. At that point, I bought the Digivice Neo, I bought the D-Cyber, I was trying to buy a bunch of other devices that I, didn't buy when I was younger, but I could now because I had the money. They released that 20th. It was a really good price. It was like $40 as opposed to like the $100 to $200 that the other ones were going for. It was a really good price, and it was a fair price, and it was enough to bring people in. So the 20th as well. They make the Pendulum 20th. That does amazingly. Then they start making V-Pets. They started using the old parts to make new V-Pets, which was genius, because it was a cheaper way to experiment. And they tried it out to see, like, would this sell? Would people buy a brand new, V-Pet that looks like the old ones, but has, like, newer features and stuff? Would that work? And it did. And so then, and I think this was around, like, 2016. I remember I made a video long ass time ago. It was also, I'm missing all the chat, I'm so sorry. But yeah, Azure is right. There are people like Azure who like got in from the 20th. That was at the first point of entry, and it was a genius move. So 2016, I remember I made a video and I said, like, Digimon's making a comeback. Like, I can feel it. Like, it's coming back. And, Try ends, Appmon ends, and the one thing that was, like, keeping Digimon relevant was the V-Pets. The V-Pet community exploded around the time of the Pendulum 20th. By that point, I had already started making YouTube videos about Digimon. I started with the Wave 2 20th, and Pendulum 20th came out, and then the DMX and everything. The V-Pet community was fucking bumping. I remember back in the day, I mean, it's not the official Discord, but it was pretty much the biggest one, the DDM, Digimon Discord something. I can't remember what it stood for. It was pretty dead, except for the VPET section. The VPET section was consistently getting the most traffic to the point where they had to make it its own section. Like, the VPETs weren't even, like, their own section on the Discord at that time. We made it that because we were talking about it so much. And just VPETting in general and people coming into it, it was just like this big, huge thing. So many people were getting back into Digimon. And so many people were getting into VPETting. It was amazing. And yeah, Azure helped too when he started online. That was like the end, the be-all end-all. Like that, like 3 years ago or 4 years ago, Jesus, when World started, like that was like this huge, or not even World, online in general, the project, that was just like a huge boom to the VPET community because now you could actually play with your friends without having to worry about like coming together. DDC, yeah, that was called Digimon Discord Community. And so, you know, the VPETs were like keeping the buzz going for the longest time. At this point, there was no new games, there was no new anime, there was nothing, there was just new VPET releases, and that was keeping Digimon afloat enough. So Bandai then decided that they were gonna, you know, reboot Adventure, they were gonna make a new card game, and they were gonna make a new VPET. And I think that was the most genius thing they could have done, because they had just finished the Adventure kind of story with Kizuna. They had pretty much exhausted all their options. They made the Pendulum Z, or announced the Pendulum Z, which was like, it was either do that or like move on to a brand new release. And from what I have seen, it seems like they were working on the Vital Brace since like the Digimon X1 or X2. At some point, like the main VPET team went to work on the Vital Brace. They went to work on a brand new VPET. And I think that's why people are coming back. To make a long story short, I think the reason why people are coming back is because we had a Digimon Adventure 2020, which didn't do really well overall. Like, a lot of fans didn't like it, but it still brought a lot of new fans into the series, which I think was the main point of it. We have the new card game, which is an amazingly well-made card game that is really fun and has a lot of releases coming out, and it's showing absolutely no signs of stopping. And now we have a brand new VPET, which those of us that have been really hardcore, like, paying attention to the VPET releases since the 20th, we're buying it because we love the VPETs. And now we have other people who've never heard of it getting into it because it's a new VPET. And with those three, we're seeing a massive resurgence because Bandai is now starting to care, and they're starting to put money and time and effort into the Digimon franchise, which is something they haven't done in a while. And it's working because they're giving fans what they want. You know, people wanted to see a new anime. People were asking for a reboot. They were. And we got it. People didn't like it, but we did get it. And now we have Ghost Game, which is a brand new anime with, like, you know, art, you know, that harkens back to the original manga. And just a brand new premise. And I think it's resonating a lot with old and new fans, because for old fans, it's something completely brand new. And for new fans, it's just like this kind of exciting, it's just an exciting thing, you know? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, yeah. Bandai was doing a lot of surveys, too. They literally asked us, like, multiple times. They even asked people, like, not from Japan, which is a big deal, what we wanted to see with a new VPET. Like, did we want to see, like, a brand new VPET with a color screen? Did we want to see, like, complete selection animation versions of different Digivices? Like, what did we want? And with that, you know, with that knowledge and those surveys, they ended up making the Vital Brace with that. So, yeah. I think people came back because Bandai gave us a reason to come back. Because whether or not you like whatever season of Digimon I think there's something to like for everyone in 2020, and there's definitely something to like for everyone in the newest anime. Even if you're hardcore into card games or a complete noob, the Digimon card game is great for that because you have things like an easy to play and easy to pick up game, but it's also pretty deep with its mechanics. And that was something that a lot of people flock to because, at least in America, people are getting really tired of the current big three. Like, people are awfully tired of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of the way it plays right now. People are pretty tired of Pokemon because it was, one, really hard to get a hold of, and two, also got a little stale for them. And Magic, people are on and off with Magic all the time. So a new card game coming out was a breath of fresh air, and they were super excited. And the fact that it was attached to a franchise like Digimon that people are already somewhat aware of was genius. And the way they leverage like people's knowledge, general knowledge of Digimon, with like new stuff is great. Like they're able to know how much to give everyone. You know, like in the card game pretty early, we started seeing stuff from Frontier and Cross Wars, and I think that was on purpose because they know that there are hardcore fans that absolutely love those seasons and would love to see that. And there are also other fans that fell off around that time that don't know anything about those Digimon. So they're able to reintroduce these Digimon to people that have never seen them before. It's genius. So yeah, I know it was a long ramble, but that's how I feel. How easy does it think do you think it is for them to add Digimon to a dim card through the app? If Gamamon's Mega is finally revealed, and a new Digimon could add it to the dim. We talked about this last week, and apparently it's like they could totally do it if they wanted to, because the dim cards are essentially SD cards. They do hold data, and they can have data written onto them. Because when you complete level 15 in the adventure mode, to unlock that Mega level Digimon on other dim cards, Gamamon doesn't have this for some weird reason. But on other dim cards, if you beat level 15, you unlock that evolution. So, with the Gamamon dim, or in general, okay, so what happens is you beat level 15, you connect it to the app, and the app writes the completion data onto the dim card, and then you are able to raise it. So, if the app can write that kind of data onto a dim card, then theoretically they could totally write data as far as like, here's an unlock, a new evolution, and put that into the dim card, because there's enough space on it to fit that information. So it is possible to do. Are they gonna do it? I don't know. I do hope they do though, because that would be really cool. I would much prefer if it was like some cool secret thing that they did, and then you unlock it through the app, and you can send it over and unlock it that way, than for them to just sell us a new dim card. But at the same time, I feel like they would just sell us another dim card, because this is Bandai we're talking about, and they absolutely love reselling us stuff that's just slightly different, because they know we'll buy it. So, it could be either way. But knowing Bandai, they would just make a new dim called, like, the, you know, True Gamamon, you know, like, I see it being something they would do. I'm sure it wouldn't be too hard to memory edit. I tried, but doing it on new Android devices is harder, but not impossible. So chances are someone's probably just memory editing points or something. Yeah, I can see that. Digimon Frontier review, I guess. You are correct. That is a point where a lot of people left. I have used the app for like 2 weeks and have 3 million V coins. I could sell them. I can see them doing it for 1 million per capsule. Yeah, I can see them doing it. I don't know when though, because like the raids are doing a pretty good job of like driving people to play the app, and that's what they want. I mean, I could see like once the app, like they're done updating it and stuff, like maybe allowing us to just buy them since they're not going to be doing any new raids. I can see it happening like then, like later on when they stop like actively updating the app and adding newer stuff. But in the meantime, I don't see it just because we're pretty consistently getting a new raid. Like I think every month is a new raid, give or take. Digimon Frontier was the black sheep of the franchise. it was the first black sheep at least. There have been many more since then. You have Cross Wars, you have Appmon, you have Frontier. Those are a lot of people's least favorite all across the board, which is sad because those. I think every season of Digimon is worth watching just because, like I said before, they at least try. Like, Digimon at least tries doing different shit. Like, when they don't try, they still at least try a little bit, you know? Like, with Pokemon, like, it's usually the same shit every year. But Digimon, at least, they try to do something different. And it's much to their detriment. But at least, like I said, now they know what works, and they know what people want. So it doesn't really bite them in the ass as much as it did before. But yeah. People turned into Digimon and they were out. Same as Power Rangers, but got powers based on cars and people were knocked out. Yeah. And Space was hella good though, and people missed out. And that's how I feel about Digimon. Like, you missed out on Frontier, and I think Frontier is pretty fun. And then you missed out on fucking Sabers, bro. Like, so many people didn't watch Sabers, and Sabers is a really good season. Even though it had a massive amount of world building. It's so good. I agree. Pokemon knows what it is and sticks to it. I feel that Bandai was chasing success they already had. Digimon World 1, 2, and 3 are so wildly different. I believe that Bandai had it right day one. And yeah, and that's the thing too I didn't mention, but it is true. Digimon World 1, 2, and 3 are like not even the same game, even though a lot of people preferred the play game style of Digimon World 1. They finally realized that, and now we have the Digimon World series, because they brought it back with Redigitize, and then we have Next Order, and then we have the story series, which is like Digimon World like 3 and 2, where it's like Dungeon Crawler RPG with Digimon. And so they have it 2 separate series now, which is genius. They should have always done that. But like I said, they kind of know now what they didn't know before. Like, they finally realized, okay, we kind of already had this down pat. People bought the V-Pets. People like the card game. People like the anime. Let's just keep doing that. The way people like the games. Let's just keep doing that, and we'll have a success. And they did it, and look at it. I mean, everyone's talking about Digimon again, and it's really cool. But yeah, I agree. Pokemon... Oh, yeah, I remember that. Is Re-Rise any good? Poke-Drew, it's Gacha Hell. It's pretty fun. The story, it's got a story, which is really nice. Like, they do give a shit, and the story is pretty well done. I lost all my data, though, and don't feel like restarting. So I haven't bothered restarting yet. But I know some people that play it, and they do like it. So... It's crazy to me that fans had to come up with World. Bandai should have been having those talks years ago. Well, the thing is, there was something like World long time ago, but Bandai of America did it for the English release of the D-Arc, the D-Power. They had the... they had... Oh, alright, Jeff. Good night, boo-boo. I love you. But yeah, they had a... It was like a cord that connected into your serial port on a computer and connected into the D-Power. And what you could do is you could upload your Digimon into this, like, MMO, essentially, and fight with other people. And the fight would happen on the V-Pet 2 or the Digivice 2. It was something that they did do. I don't know why they haven't done it again, but it is something they have done before. At least Bandai of America, specifically. But yeah. I actually loved the DMA 2020. And I've seen the original O2 Chambers and Frontier. Oh, that's good. I know there are some people that like it. There's a lot of people that don't, but I feel like it's still overall, I think, it was pretty well received. Magic has been doing a good job of making other card games more popular now. That is true, though. No, it is true. It's fucked up, but I just recently learned how to play Magic because one of my friends is like super hardcore into it, and it's a fun game. I can see why people have liked it for all these years. It's a really fun game, and I like its mechanics. But it is true from what I've been seeing. It seems like a lot of people that do play Magic are fucking sick of it. And they think Wizard of the Coast is just like making every wrong turn possible, which is a shame. Because I know a lot of people that used to play Magic that only play Commander casually, and they play Digimon. So, interesting. I'd love to be able to go to their site and build out my free pet roster, shell cutter, etc. I'd pay money for that. That'd be cool if they had like, you know, like what Microsoft does with their Xbox controllers, like that, but with a V-Pet. That would be really sick. MTG is almost dead due to Wizards of the Coast listening to a small minority who spends way too much on one deck, but most of them are the problem in the first place. It seems... It seems like, yeah, I've been hearing that, like Wizards of the Coast is trying way too hard to make Magic into, like an esports thing, where, like, they're only inviting, like, the same top players to these big events, and, like, a lot of the fans, like, the actual normal fans who don't play as well as the bigger guys, but still, like, are really passionate about the game, like, they're not invited or really, like, in on that experience, so, like, it's hurting them a lot. And that is a shame. Because I watch Tolair Academy, I think that's his name. He does a lot of Magic videos. And I was watching he had a couple kind of rant-style videos about the current Wizards of the Coast kind of, like, affairs, and what they've done, what they've been trying to do, and what he thinks and why it's not working. And it was really interesting to see, because I've never really paid attention to Magic at all, so it's interesting to see, like, what's going on. And it is really sad. Like, I think it is honestly, like, a depressing thing to watch, because from what I've seen, it really looks like they're just taking L's left and right, and they just, like, completely forgot what made them popular in the first place, which is crazy, because Magic the Gathering is, like, the reason card games exist in the fucking first place. A lot of card games build off of what Magic started, as far as gameplay and mechanics and the way things work. It's just crazy to me that they're just, like, I don't know, again, they've lost sight of, like, what they should be doing. It's just a shame. Bandai Korea seems to have had something like it as well. There are official Korean comm-like devices that use prongs. What? Can you send me, like, a picture of those or something like that? Can you send me that? I want to see that. I want to look into that. That's pretty cool. Did they come out, like, way back in the day? That's very interesting. Please send me pictures of that, or whatever you have on that. Design a dim seems like a good plan. It does seem like a good plan. That would be cool. This is like a make your own dim kind of thing. I don't think Bandai is going to be able to do that. However, just like I said before, once Bandai stops supporting the Vital Brace, it's open season for us, and we're going to go ham, and we'll be able to do something like that. I know there was a guy who was making they were making their own, they were making their own Erismon dim, because it just seems like Bandai's not going to do it yet. Complete with, like, a custom background and custom sprites and everything. So it's going to be possible for us to do. Tamers era. Damn, that's crazy. Because, yeah, the one that came out, with the American version was, like, it was like a serial port into, like, a weird cable that went, I think, on the top or the side. I think it was, like, literally like a 3.5 millimeter jack that went inside the VPEP. Just send it via Discord. Thank you! I want to see this thing. I want to see how different it is to the one that came out in America. What the fuck? That is crazy. That's awesome. That is so much cooler than what we got in America. What the fuck? That is so cool. And it looks like the Korean version of the D-Arc looks almost exactly the same as the Japanese one. Now this is something I would love to hunt down. Because I wonder if you could, like... This is fucking crazy. That's cute, the Ghost of Costa Rica. Interesting. It literally looks like a really, really simplified version of World. Because, like, it looks like the way it worked was that it just kind of shot, like, it just had a picture, and they just shot each other back and forth, and I guess one won and one lost. That is really interesting. That is really fucking interesting. I hope to God someone in Korea fucking has one of these. Because that looks awesome. That is fucking amazing. That is absolutely fucking amazing. Close this door real quick. Ooh. That's crazy. I really wonder how that worked. That's fucking crazy. Just picked up the X's for my family, and we got to the 20th with a lack of pause with my stepson giving up on it. His Digimon were always dead when he got home from school. Oh, that's a shame. I mean, your best bet as far as pausing on the 20th is like just putting them to sleep, and then like setting the sleep time to like whatever. What do you mean they've popped up in online? Like someone had them and showed them off? Like is it compatible with World? What? That's fucking crazy. I never saw that. I completely missed that. That's fucking awesome. That is fucking awesome. Whoever reshelled it is a fucking madman, because I'm pretty sure that thing's super fucking rare and expensive. Not to be more power to them. Yeah, your best bet as far as pausing the X's are like putting the tab in, if you still have the tab. If not, try to find like a little small thin piece of like plastic or paper to put in between the battery in that little thing where the tab used to be. Tab it, or put them to sleep and make it their sleep time. Come back and change the clock. Yeah. Thankfully, the DMX does have a proper pause function, though, so that is good. Yeah. Thanks everyone who's still in the chat and everyone who joined. I do really appreciate it. I know, well no, I was gonna say I know this is kind of boring, but it's not. The streams have actually been doing extremely well. Better than before when I was like not streaming as much as I used to. So thank you everyone who's been watching the streams. I do really appreciate it. And at the same time, oh yeah, hit reset on the 20th. Duh. That's genius. Yeah, you could also just reset it, because then you can just stay on the load and new and just load your save, set the time, and you're good. That's totally true. I didn't think of that. You know what? I just remembered. Is this still on? Okay, yeah, the battery died. Is battery on? What was I gonna say? Yeah. Sorry, streams are just me sitting here. I was gonna clean my room, but I just cooked before this, and I'm exhausted. I didn't feel like cleaning my room. But next stream is most likely, if I don't clean my room by the next stream is gonna be me cleaning my room and also doing a Q&A. But yeah, you know, sooner than later, streams will be actually like something worthwhile. It'll be like me playing a game or just me playing World again. The only reason why I haven't been doing those for the streams is because my computer right now is on its last legs, and I'm trying to save up to get a new computer, but I'm having car troubles at the moment, so that has to be put on pause so I can fix my car and get it back up and running. So yeah, sooner than later though, we'll be playing like Switch on stream and shit like that. It'll be great. Dude, I cannot fucking wait. I know it's going to be on Halloween. I might be busy that day, but I'm going to try, even if it's like I'm watching it on my phone, I'm going to definitely try to watch your first stream. I'm definitely excited. I'm very happy for you, and I really am excited. I can't wait to see your first stream. Well, your first official stream, your VTuber debut. Really fucking, I just can't wait. Everyone in the chat right now, if you're watching this, make sure you follow Azure on Twitter, on his Facebook, on his actual YouTube channel. If you click it, you'll go right to his channel. Check him out on Twitter, and of course follow him on Twitch, where he's going to make his debut. Really cool stuff. I don't know if he's at the goal yet, but he's slowly revealing his avatar, and it's pretty fucking cool. I got a sneak peek of the avatar not too long ago, and it was pretty cool. But yeah, definitely winding down. Gonna end the stream in another like, probably like 15 minutes. So feel free to ask any last minute questions. Doesn't have to be Digimon related either. Could really be anything, and I'll be more than willing to answer. Just let me know. Random question, how old are you? currently 26. Just celebrated my 26th birthday last month. How old do you think I was? That's always an interesting question. Yeah, currently 26. I'm an old man now. Shout out to all the female tamers of the entire Digimon franchise who would hang out with if they were legal age, of course. Who would you like to... Wait, out of all of... Who would you like to hang out with if they were legal age? I think that's the best way to put it. Who do I think the hottest one is? It's a very interesting question. When I was a kid, I had the hugest crush on Kari from O2. Specifically O2. I had a huge crush on Kari back in the day. And I liked Rika a lot because she was kind of a bitch. She was kind of like evil. I also really liked... who else did I have a crush on? Can't think of any other tamers, personally, honestly. It'd be those two were my favorites growing up. It was Kari from O2 and whoever I said second. I can't remember what the fuck I said second. So Crunchyroll, is Crunchyroll the only place to watch Ghost Game legally? Yes. You can watch it anywhere if you know where to find it. But the only place to watch legally is Crunchyroll at the moment. If you could reboot Digimon, how would you start it and how would you end it? I wouldn't really go the reboot route per se. If you were to like give me the Digimon franchise and you said I could do whatever I want, I could go nuts. What I would do is I would make an anime that took place in the VPET like canon, and I would probably do something along the lines of like I would adapt the Digimon X, not like the Pendulum X, but the Digimon X storyline. I would do that where like, you know, the kids or however old they are, they get teleported. It would probably be like 2 or 3. It wouldn't be like a whole cast like adventure and stuff like that. It would be like the mangas, where it'd be like a total of like 2 or 3 kids get teleported into the digital world, but it's like the old one, and they end up like getting a Digivice, and the first arc would be like the gigantic war, and then like the of course, you know, the Demon Lords would win, and then the second arc would be the showdown like in hell, and then the last arc would be like the Royal Knights versus the Demon Lords for the control of the digital world, and then it ends up with a nice bow. I would give one of the main characters, I would give Jessmon as their like final evolution. Like it starts out as like a Hackmon, and Hackmon would have like amnesia. It would essentially be a similar storyline to like Agumon and Gabumon in Cyber Sleuth. I don't want to spoil Cyber Sleuth, but I kind of just did. I'm sorry. it would be similar to that, where like they are a Royal Knight. Like Hackmon is a Royal Knight, but he doesn't remember being a Royal Knight, and like slowly he remembers as he evolves. So he's like, oh shit, yeah, I'm a Royal Knight. So that would be one of the partners, and the other partner would probably be like, I don't know, something else that would complement Jessmon, but wouldn't be like totally weak. I don't know, something else. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Maybe like a Bushi Agumon that evolves into Gomon, just to have like some X evolution representation, or maybe even someone with like a Tyrannomon that evolves into Rust Tyrannomon as their mega, just so that, you know, there could be some kind of like representation for Tyrannomon, because he's the original mascot. It doesn't really get that much love. And I don't know, there'd obviously be like one girl. There's always like one girl. I have no idea what the girl's Digimon would be. And then the rival / bad guy kid character would be, he would have his own partner, and his partner would be it would be Karamon X, that evolves all the way up to Diaboromon X, and he gets manipulated by the Demon Lords to enact Lucemon's plan, and his final plan is that like they like essentially insert themselves into 6 Diaboromon X's, and then Diaboromon X becomes Ogudamon X, and then like, you know, the bad one loses his Karamon, and he's super upset, and then he joins the good team to fight them off, and then, you know, they kill Ogudamon X, but then Ogudamon X becomes the egg, and then Jesmon still takes the egg to raise it as a new Royal Knight, and the kid like learns his lesson essentially. That's what I would do. I think that's how I would prefer like a season to go. I would think that would be really interesting. Just because one, you can make a bunch of callbacks without them being like cliche, because they're in like this old version of the digital world. It would be in the VPET lore, and the VPET lore is really cool. And X Evolution Digimon are super sick. I really love them. So yeah, that's what I would do. That's my pitch. If you're listening, Bandai or Toei, really. What line / theme would you want to see in a new dim card? X Evolutions, please God. X Evolutions or a Tyrannomon dim would be nice. Tyrannomon dim, X Evolution, something from Frontier. And those three. I don't know about in that order, but definitely those three. Tyrannomon, because he's cool. Again, he's the original mascot. He's here and there in some different dim cards, but he doesn't have... He deserves his own dim. That you can, like, go from, like, you know, Dracomon, I guess, or some other rookie, to Tyrannomon, to Dark Tyrannomon, Metal Tyrannomon, and then, Rust Tyrannomon. He deserves a dim. X Evolution dim. Dorumon. I don't know what's taking them so long as far as releasing Dorumon on the Vital Brace. I don't know what's up with that. I mean, I get it, because he was on the DM20 at the DMX like twice or 3 times. So I get it, he's been on a lot of devices, but still, like, he deserves to be on the Vital Brace. There needs to be more Royal Knights on the Vital Brace. There needs to be more Demon Lords on the Vital Brace as well. And more Olympus 13. I'm surprised they're not doing that. On one hand, I am happy because we're giving like other lesser known Digimon their time to shine before they get overshadowed by the Royal Knights. But it is still surprising to me because Royal Knights are usually a guaranteed moneymaker. But me personally, I would love to see a 2-pack with Ryudamon and Dorumon, and then they of course can progress into Alphamon or Ryuken. It just fucking makes itself practically. You don't have to do anything too crazy. There are so many evolutions that Dorumon can naturally become just by himself that it could fill up a dim card easily. You know, you obviously have like Dodomon up to Dorumon, and then you have Dorumon up to Dodomon to Dorumon, and then you have Dorugreymon, Death X Dorugreymon, you have Grademon, you have Dorugamon, you have Death X Dorugamon, and then you have Alphamon and Alphamon Ryuken as the Megas. It pretty much makes itself. I don't know what the hell they're waiting on. Again, we are starting to see X Evolutions slowly but surely creep up into the dim cards. We had Gaiomon, which is a natural carrier of the X antibody, on the Mad Black War. We've got we got Gaiomon, we got what the hell else is there? Dukemon X coming soon, and Sakuyamon X. So we're getting X Evolutions. It's happening soon. It's just only a matter of time to get like dim card that is fully themed after the DMX, or sorry, just the X evolutions in general, where every evolution in there is an X evolution, and it could totally work because most of the X designs are just tweaks of existing designs, so all they have to do is just tweak their sprite work a little bit, and boom, you have a brand new dim card. It's genius, and I don't know why they're not doing it. I'm 23, I figured you're close to my age. Damn, no, I'm not 23. I was 23 3 years ago. That was quite the time. What was I doing when I was 23? I don't think I made the channel yet. What was 3 years ago? I don't know. What was I doing at 23? I don't think I had the channel yet. And I was dating a crazy girl. And I was really depressed. That was me 23 years ago. Absolutely. Olympus 13 dim cards. I need that Grace Novamon. Best Digimon other than Jesmon. Seriously, Grace Novamon is so cool. I don't know why they're not on this fucking device yet. I have no idea why. Also, a Hackmon dim card too. Well, I'm surprised they haven't done that because Hackmon they were trying to hype up Hackmon as like the next big thing, and they still are, but like he's not on a dim card yet. It's pretty surprising. That would be really cool because you could also have like Jesmon GX as an evolution on there, because Jesmon X is fucking sick. I prefer that design over the normal design personally, and Jesmon GX is like super cool. So yeah. I need to see the Fan Beamon line on a dim. I would love to see that too. A bug-themed dim would be really cool. Because that's another thing we really haven't gotten either. I don't think there has been any real bug representation in the DM in the Vital Brace yet. Because the closest thing we have is that one fucking Legend Arts dim. Please, where is Ludomon and what the hell else is his name? And Zubamon. I don't know what the hell's up with that. Hackmon and Mekumon could be a cool double. Yeah, Fan Beamon I would love to see on a dim. There's not enough bug. I'm surprised they don't have like a bug dim, you know? That's kind of surprising because bugs are really popular in Japan. Back in the day, especially, Kabuterimon was one of the more popular Digimon out there. So it's kind of weird to me that we don't have like... And Fan Beamon's so adorable. It's such a nice design. I'm surprised they just haven't done that yet. 3 years ago was Post Online. You made the channel. Fuck. Wow. 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 Holy shit. Really? Oh my god. 3 years has been nothing then. I thought 3 years ago was... So what you're telling me is 5 years ago was actually what feels like 3 years ago, which is terrifying. So then, yeah, 3 years ago, I started doing Digimon stuff, and online had just started. So, yeah, I was actively doing things. I don't think I was dating Jess yet, though. I was just focusing on my YouTubes. Alright, where are the Holy Arms Digimon? We need Wrecking Lordmon. Seriously. Wrecking Lordmon would be so cool. Arukenimon is on Hermit in the Jungle. Yeah, Hermit in the Jungle has some bugs, but like, I'm surprised we haven't gotten like a bug-centric device. Like, it's kind of interesting. We don't have like a full line of like a bug yet. I don't think so. Like, I don't think we have anything like Kabuterimon's line or like anything like that. I don't think we have any bug megas or just a straight bug line on any of the dim cards yet, which is kind of interesting. I know they're normally, you know, the insects are normally tied to like the Nature Spirits line, and we kind of just got a Nature Spirits dim, so I don't know what the rotation is going to be yet, because like we have so we started with Dragon's Roar, and the ice dim is pretty new. There's not really, I don't think, like an ice thing in Digimon before that. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. I don't think there's like an ice thing before that. Second volume was Infinite Tide, Infinite Tide, and Titan of Dust. Titan of Dust is pretty much nature spirits, right? No. What is it? Titan of Dust is based off of something. I can't remember what. And Infinite Tide is obviously like Deep Sabers, and then Hermit in the Jungle is like nature spirits too, right? Or Wind Guardians. I think Wind Guardians. No, yeah. Hermit in the Jungle is kind of like Wind Guardians a bit, mixed with nature spirits too. New Metal Empire is obviously Metal Empire, but new. And then we have the Dynasty of Evil Dim is pretty much a Nightmare Soldiers Dim. So we've gotten through the main, like, original Pendulum releases, essentially. Except for the Pendulum Zero, so maybe, like, the Zero could be, like, some of the fan favorites we've been waiting for. But I don't know. I don't think, other than, like, Angoromon and Jellymon, I don't know what the next retail release is going to be. I mean, obviously we're getting now the Tamer's Dim is going to be a retail release, but it wasn't originally supposed to be. It's now becoming a retail release. That special dim that's supposed to be like Angels and Demons, or just Angels, I think it's going to be. That they're still figuring out if they want it to be a normal release or a premium Bandai release. So. Shivamon on IC. What's IC? IC. What the fuck was IC? I could see that as an actual single dim, since they both have to become Ragnarlordmon. Like 2 rookies in one. That's one thing. If I could change anything about the Battle Brace, honestly, I wish there were 2 rookies on some of these dim. Because it's really annoying to have to wait from Baby 1 to Baby 2 to Rookie. Because there's no reason for that. Like, why is there a wait? And why is it as long as it is? Because there is only one Rookie. Like, the reason why it takes time for Baby 2 to evolve to Rookie back in the day is because you... Impulse City. Duh! I'm like, what the hell's IC? Yeah, you're right. That Shivamon is a bug. I forgot about that. So the only thing, the closest thing we have to bug representation is on Impulse City. But yeah, there should be 2 rookies on each dim. Because it makes no sense to have us wait when there's only 1 rookie to raise. The reason why there was a waiting period before is because you could get 2 or 3 rookies depending on how you treated your Digimon. You could get the best care rookie, the worst care rookie, like a mid-tier rookie. Or sometimes just best care and worst care. But there's none of that in the VB, and you have to wait, and it's annoying. Friend of mine got back into Digimon, in no small part to him thinking Kabuterimon is sick. He's a cool Digimon. What's the best V-Pet to get other than the VB? I wanted to get like the XL, but it's like $200 plus. That's crazy. The XL was pretty cheap for a while. It was showing up for like $60. That's a shame. A good cheap V-Pet is the DMX. The version 1 is available in English. It's $20. And the Digimon 20th. It's on Amazon. I think it's discounted at the moment. And if you can find them at your local Target, it's like $5. Which is amazing. Those are 2 really good ones that are cheap. Because that's really your only option. Because a lot of the V-Pets are super expensive now. If you want to get into the older V-Pets and get that feel, the Digimon X and the Digimon 20th are your best bet. Keep in mind, they are a lot harder than the Vital Brace. Because there's a lot of other things you have to take care of and stuff. You have to like clean up its poop and feed it. But it's fun. All this book talk makes me want to check down the Digimon Mini V2 and get Timer Kabuterimon. I really want to do another Digimon Mini run and try to get Tyrant Kabuterimon again. Because I have all 3 minis now. and I've only played with the V3. The V1 is really hard, and the V2 I only got to play with once, and I didn't get a good run that time, so I want to try again. Yeah, okay, Nature Spirits got split between Titan of Dust and Hermit in the Jungle. That makes sense, because, like, they're both Digimon that you would find in Nature Spirits. Because Titan of Dust is, like, the more, like, deserty kind of Digimon, the more earthy type, and then the more naturalistic kind of, like, forest type are all on Hermit in the Jungle. Got an XL a while ago. Not a bad price. 60-ish. No box, but comes with the DNA plate. Haven't had a chance to run it yet, though. Yeah, the XL is really sick. Yeah, I'm sort of surprised. Like, it's 60. It's around 60 if you don't mind not getting a box. Which I think is fine. Karma of the Gods / Heaven Judgment. Yeah, I think that's the newest one, which is actually, they are still going. I just realized that they are still going in order of like the original releases from the Pendulum, because we have Nature Spirits. So all we're missing really is like Wind Guardians, because with Heaven's Judgment, that's pretty much the Pendulum Zero, because the Pendulum Zero had Palmon and Patamon's lines with like Omnimon randomly like thrown in there, because people really wanted Omnimon. But yeah, the Axel's super fun. It's pretty low maintenance. All you have to worry about is just like feeding it occasionally. It only evolves when you give it the proper like DNA, so you could totally just kind of like get to the last evolution like immediately if you had the right codes to get the right DNA plates. It's pretty fun. I like it a lot. Got an XL. Alright, keep reading the same one. Impulse City. I know I'm dumb. I'm sorry. You think they would? Do you think they'd ever give us dim cards with multiple rookies? It'd be cool to get a replica of the OG brick. Yeah, that's something I was just talking about. I wish they would do that, because it's like ridiculous that there's not. They make us wait from Baby 2 to Rookie for absolutely no reason. There's like no reason for it, because just like doesn't matter how you treat the Baby 2, it's gonna evolve into the same Rookie. So you're just kind of sitting there waiting. It's annoying. It's the most annoying thing about the Battle Brace, if you ask me. I would think that would be honestly really smart and really cool. One, because we finally can get like 2 rookies on 1 dim card, and 2, we can finally fight Betamon, because they keep showing Betamon in like commercials and promotional stuff, and he's not on the Vital Brace at all in any way, shape, or form. He's not on a dim card yet either. It's fucking weird. So it would be cool if like for the 30th anniversary, or sorry, the 25th anniversary of the original Brick V-Pet, if they were to make like a Vital Brace that's like themed after the OG Brick, and it came with a dim card that had like sprites that looked like the OG sprites, and Betamon was on there. That would be cool. 4 hours does seem like a while to wait to actually be able to do something with the VB. It's a long, excruciating time, and it's really annoying because you can't do anything when they're at Baby 2. You can't battle, you can't do any of the cool stuff, you can't do anything. You know, I wish like the only thing that I would ask them to do to like at least break even, if they're not going to give us a second rookie, is at least let us be able to like battle and train as a... It doesn't make any sense though. Why would you want to battle as Baby 2 if there's no reason for it? You know, it's just like annoying. It's just weird. Just make it go from Baby 2 to Rookie in like an hour. Just 1 hour, boom, 1 hour, boom. I don't know whether it's a 4 hour wait. It's annoying. I'd 100% trade the 4th Mega for a second Rookie. I like having a 4th Mega. But yeah, if I had to pick between one of the two, I would totally go for the second Rookie, because it's just annoying to have to wait 4 hours for no reason. Because at least, like I said, at that point, in 4 hours, you have the chance to do a workout or something so you can get a certain rookie. It just makes sense. Have you played Digital Tamers Reborn? No. I think, isn't that like that bootleg app that's like always being recommended to me on Facebook? I hear it's fun, but I don't know. Oh yeah, Exermon is a bug too. He's an ant, I believe, right? Exermon, Climbmon, and Shivamon are all bugs. That's true. You can at least chop off some time with items. You know, maybe that's the next thing I'll do. Like, I'll just fucking, like, just send it back and forth and just keep giving it, like, the 30-minute, like, timer. And just make it go immediately. Because it's just so annoying waiting 4 hours for absolutely no reason. That's why I usually start dipping later on in the day. So that at least when I wake up, I'm waking up to an evolution. Alright, I'm running Metal Empire. So let's see where we're at right now. Shit, okay. Yeah. Alright, sorry, I'm looking at who I can get right now with Mamemon. I just need, I have 3 trophies right now from the hard mission. I fucked up, I didn't do the second hard mission. I'm gonna have to go back and do that. But I just need 10 trophies to get, the new Leomon. I can't remember what his name is. So we're close. No, it's a fun fan game that works like V-Pets. It's really well made. And free and gets updated often. Oh, that's cool. I'll check it out. Where would Dino Beamon fall in the discussion of bug Digimon? That is interesting. I allow it. I think it is a bug. Because, like, it's more bug than anything. Like, it's obviously taking more traits from, like, Stingmon than it is Beamon. Because Pyldramon is, like, it's like a Dramon, you know? I don't speak Spanish. I need to learn Spanish, though. I'm a fucking fake-ass Puerto Rican. I can't speak Spanish. The Digivice V is nice for that. I highly recommend the upgrade for anyone still running the VB1. Sleep mode is way too good to us. No, it really is. Sleep mode on top of sleep time actually counting towards evolution time. Like, I'm about to hit Mega again. Like, who am I? Like, I couldn't get a Mega evolution for, like, months. I was, like, they kept dying or, like, I was stuck at, like, champion forever. It was annoying. It was just like it's just so much better. I love it. I highly recommend Tamers Reborn. Heavy Leomon. Thank you. Yes. Very close to Heavy Leomon. I just need to figure out how to get one more trophy. Because for some reason, I don't have... for some stupid ass reason, I don't know why, I'm missing a trophy. Because I did do... I did the special mission. The special mission is supposed to give you 3 trophies. I did the normal mission that's supposed to be a 4th trophy, but instead I'm stuck at 3. And I don't know why. And it's pissing me off. So I'm gonna have to like change the time on my phone, put this motherfucker back in here, get another special mission. Let me just do that right now while I'm streaming. By the way, that is something else I want to start doing. Getting one of those cables. Or not really, I think it's just an app that you can like use your phone as a screen or like put it on, you know, thing. 3-day basically per mega. I finished the Gale and did in like a week and a couple days. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Oh, Dino Eagle's terrible. Gotcha. Currently in my time, it is 11:50 p.m. Almost midnight, where I'm at right now. Oh, is Chaos Dramon good for the Pumpkin Monterey? That's good. I wasn't doing that much damage as soon as it started getting higher. But yeah, I am EST or EDT now, I believe. Taking forever to raise my BB Digimon because my extended bands haven't come in yet, so my band is currently extended with a rubber band, and I feel embarrassed bringing it out for work. That's a shame. Hopefully your extension's coming very soon. Still hoping we get a Wormmon Dim card with no Hemon on it someday. Maybe for the O2 movie. Maybe. I would love to see a Stingmon Dim card. That'd be pretty sick. Honestly, there's really no Digimon I would not like to see on the Vital Brace when you really think about it. Okay. Alright, switching back to the normal time now. Alright, now we gotta do 10 battles so we can get these extra trophies. Jesus. Still hoping we get one more. What was Xanadu? We've pushed past your time limit. Has it been past my time limit? I'll wait a little longer then. I'll wait until 12. It's only, I'll wait a bit longer. There's still a lot of people in here. We'll wait a bit longer. I don't really, the only thing I have to do is I'm gonna, like, work out, take a shower, eat a taco, go to bed. That's really all I'm gonna do. Seems like they're releasing dems pretty fast, which doesn't bother me because I want to raise them all and get tons of cool megas. Yeah, no, there was just this fucking explosion. I was like, holy shit, like, it was crazy. They've slowed down slightly, but only slightly. I feel like this is just the calm before another storm. Like, we're just gonna get a shit ton of dim again very shortly. Do you wear your VB while you work out? Yes, I do. My daily workouts include the Vital Brace workouts. Like, that's the thing. Like, when I am raising Digimon on the Vital Brace, since I first bought it, I, like, actually do the workouts. Like, I don't just shake my hand. Because like, the point of the Vital Brace and the reason why I really wanted to get it is because I have gained a shit ton of weight since last year. And I want to lose that weight, and I want to get back into working out and stuff, and I thought this would be a great way to, like, incentivize me working out again. And I feel like I'm cheating myself if I don't actually do the workouts. So that's what I do. Whenever I like, work out, I wear the Vital Brace and I do the actual workouts, because that way I'm getting the evolutions I want. I'm playing it, and I'm also but yeah, I actually work out with it, and I do the actual workouts. Oh, is that how it works? I didn't know that. Oh, duh, it's resets at 12. I didn't realize that still works on this, because on the actual Vital Brace, they would be asleep by then. I didn't even realize that. Thank you for that tip, because you're right. I could just, like, do the hard missions again. But then again, I didn't do them yet, and it's 11:57 currently. It'll be 12 o'clock by the time I go and work out, so I won't be able to do them twice. But I will keep that in mind. At this point, I agree. I got mine for the same reason, just worried about the sweat. Wore it for a walk the first time today. I wear this thing, like, all the time, especially my old one. I wore the fuck out of this thing. The DM logo's gone. It is covered in scratches. The bands are disgusting. These are replacement ones. These are the official black ones. The green bands are just absolutely disgusting. I wore this thing out so hard, and it still works. Speaker still works. The actual, like, laser for the heart rate sensor still works. It all still works. I don't really get very sweaty wrists, though. That's the one thing. Like, I don't sweat a lot around my wrist area. So, like, if you are a sweaty person, I can't really speak for you. For me personally, I wore this thing constantly, like, every day. There was barely a time where I was not wearing this, and didn't really have many issues. So, you should be good, honestly. I don't think you should be too worried about wearing it while working out. That's just my own personal opinion, though. Special missions reset at 1 p.m. on EST since the app uses JST, which sucks. Because it's such a random time for it to reset. I wear my Digivice V anytime I go out, but that's only when I leave my room. Since you can only send one of your special missions per day. Wait, what? You can only do that once? You sure? Does that mean I don't have a special mission anymore? I mean, it's sent for me. I just changed the time on my actual phone, and it let me send another special mission. That's good to hear. I hope it holds up. It should. I mean, the only thing you should be worried about is just the logo on the top is gonna rub off eventually. If you don't put like some kind of screen protector over that or something, the logo on the top will rub off. That's what happened to my DM logo on the original Vital Brace. It rubbed off. Like, it got to a point where I literally just went like that, and it just rubbed off. Yeah, you can send as many special missions as you want, though. Just one of at each time. No, you can send 4. You can only send 1 of each version, but you can send yourself 4 special missions, but they have to be the 4 different special missions. But you can send yourself multiple special missions. As soon as you clear one, the next one will like immediately queue up. But most of them, you have to do them in like under an hour, so it's kind of... But yeah, you're allowed 4 special missions you can send to your Vital Brace, but like it's only one of them. There's 4 different types. You can only send 1 of each, but you can send a total of 4. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say that. All right. Ugh. Tired. Oh, that is. I'm not reading today. I'm fucking losing it. I am fucking losing it. You literally said that. Let's reread it to show how much of an idiot I am. You can send as many as you want, just 1 at each time. I don't know what the fuck I read initially. Because I thought you said you can only send 1 at a time. I somehow saw those 2 sentences, mixed them into 1 sentence, and also got it completely fucking wrong. I have to try that again then. I have considered raising a rookie with the absurd amount of with an absurd amount of trophies, like 100 plus. Are you Xanadu in the Discord? I think. What is my name on Discord? Is it Xanaxdu? Yeah, it's DOO because somebody, like, all across the board has taken Xanadu with, like, the DU. So I made it DOO on, like, everything. But yeah, that is me on the Discord. Xanaxdu. Oh, shit. I dropped my cap. Alright, I'm starting to get all weird now. Let's actually end the stream. I'm getting weird, and I need to eat again. I mean, I ate, but hopefully there's still food left because I made some bomb ass tacos, guys. Not even Tuesday. Not even Tuesday. I just went fucking ham on these tacos. But yeah, I'm actually gonna go for realsies. Thanks everyone for joining in on the stream. I really do appreciate it. Again, hopefully I can get my new computer sooner than later so that we can finally start doing like stuff on stream, like playing World, doing raids, playing video games together, all that good stuff. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna go. You guys take it easy, take care of yourselves, all that stuff. Drink your water, be good people, don't be an asshole. Continue to support the official releases of Digimon so that we can get more cool stuff. All that stuff. And I'll see you next week. If you guys haven't, do yourselves a huge favor and please check out the most recent video that I put out. Put a lot of work into it. And I really enjoy it. So I hope you guys also enjoy it. Make sure you watch that video. And if you have watched it, share it with a friend. That would really help. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to go for real. Take it easy, everybody. Deuces. Dad. Alright. Peace. Sure.